I think that this is like absolutely interesting to me in many ways because I also like again like I looked a lot into your website and it was so interesting to me when you have this diagram explaining how really so much of the wood in a barrel it's being wasted, which I think it will go into your environmental
Uh,
side, which is really the extraction and all the flavors that you are. I mean, we want to use wood because of the flavors, right? Like as a
yep.
container is completely silly to be using this because there's containers that are far more effective. So you're trying to extract that flavor. And I think that was something that I had never quite thought is that the penetration or the extraction that the alcohols can have in a typical barrel, you're really using quarter of an inch of
No,
a
no, let me show.
thicker.
Hey, let me ask my son to say, hey, Jeff, can you get a barrel stave that's in the back? Your stuff, yeah. So, sorry about that. And
No,
I
no,
meant to be,
please.
I meant to be ready, but that is totally correct. So, the barrel stave is typically 32 millimeters, and
Mm,
the maximum penetration generally is only about 4 millimeters.
mm,
Okay, what does that mean? It means that the only benefit of that 32 millimeters is 4 millimeter of the wood, and the rest is just used to house the liquid. So it's total waste, completely troglodyte, old technology, right? I mean,
yeah.
it's absurd. And then I show the pictures on my site of these forests. I was kind of inspired by this. I was looking at logs in
Mm,
outside of Paris, and these trees are ginormous. You know, they're
mm.
like 4 feet wide, and they are literally grown during the time of Napoleon. So, you know, they go that far back.
Wow.
And when you harvest like a tree when it starts, it has a lot of branches, and then as it goes up, the branches go to the crown, and the base, the bottom 10 feet or a few meters, all the branches are off, and that is where the clear wood starts to grow, and
Mm.
that is precisely where uh, logs have to be harvested. So you have this, 120-foot tree, and you're only harvesting 8 feet of it, and also it's worse than that because you cannot use the outside of the log because that is sapwood, and if you use sapwood, the fresh wood, it leaks, right?
Hmm.
And the very center of the wood is where the trees and branches are, and so you can't use that either because it has to be a totally clear wood. And so that is to say, it's completely gross rubbish waste. And here's my son. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
and I just think, okay, no, please show me that because I think that that
okay.
will exemplify exactly what you're
Okay,
saying.
so this is a toasted barrel, but these barrels are used around here a maximum of 10 years, and the flavor is imparted only in the first four, and then the rest are kind of for the maturation, the oxygenation, stuff like that, for the slow mellowing. But I don't know if you guys can see this,
Definitely.
but this is the only part of the stave that is used. And this is, this is a barrel that we've discontinued, and this is total waste. So that's really environmental nightmare. And so I told you like what part of the tree um is used,
Mm,
but it's just like a watermelon. Um, like we've done studies with grass chromatography, mass spectrometry, and looking at the extractives that are in oak. And it's just like a watermelon. It's not on the outside of the log. It's like right in the center where you can't use because of all the knots.
mm.
And so that's the juicy, amazing vanillins and cinnamons and stuff like that are right in the center where barrels can't use. So, um, we start with the forest, like where are the best forests in the U.S. For example, we go like way north of traditional, uh, where barrel manufacturing is made, and then pick the part of the tree that is the juiciest, basically for extractives, to
So,
use
so
another term.
I mean, you're blowing my mind in so many ways.